Hello, Trailblazers. How are y'all doing? So good to see you all. And I want to talk to you all today about moving on. Okay? A lot of people are stuck in the past, and I want to let you know it is time to move on. It is time to let it go. Let me say that again. It is time to move on. It is time to let it go. Here's the example. You ever see someone who will take a picture? They'll take a picture and they will forever look at that picture and compare their present to where they were at that moment in that particular picture. And when they're thinking about that picture, they can literally remember exactly where they were, exactly how that moment felt, exactly how they were at that moment. And they may even compare their present and say, I wish I could go back to being like that. I wish I could be that way. Stuck in the past, stuck in time. And the sad thing is, we don't just do this as humans, as people. I say as human beings, as young adults, we don't just do this with the good things. We do this with the bad things too. We will take a snapshot of something in our mind, whether it's good, whether it's bad, and we will be stuck in that mindset forever, for years and years to come, not even sometimes realizing that we're doing it, right? So let's say someone offers you this opportunity to become a speaker, and you say to yourself, oh, I don't know if I can do that. I've never been a speaker before. Yes, we know you've never done it before. That's why we're asking you to do it now. And they'll say, well, I really don't feel like I can do it. I don't feel comfortable doing it. And you ask them why, and they may say, well, when I was much younger, when I was like in middle school, when I was in high school, I tried to speak before and I just could not really get it off the ground. I got really nervous. I became fluttered. I started to flutter. I started to stutter. I couldn't really get myself together. I don't think I'm meant to be a speaker. This is a perfect example of someone who's literally allowing their past, a snapshot of who they were in that moment, to affect them currently and who they are. Y'all, it's time to let those things go. Those parts of you, whether good or bad, that happened in the past, those are what those memories are for. They're meant for the past. They're meant to either learn from, grow from, or to just change altogether. Right? We're meant to learn from the past, grow from the past, change altogether, or we can even celebrate it, but it's not meant to control our present, and it's certainly not meant to control our future. And the only way that you can truly affect the future is simply by living in the present. The future never really comes. It's only today. So every little thing that you do today is what in turn will affect your future. But if your today is constantly focused on your past, then you're just going to keep repeating the same cycles over and over. Then you wonder why you've been stuck in the same place for 10 years, or you wonder why you've been stuck in the same mindset about yourself for 5 years, or you wonder why you can't never get to the next level, because you're constantly replaying in your mind the same things that you've done years ago that no longer even apply. You're just, you're using those out of fear-based tactics, fear-based mentalities that if I don't keep that in the back of my mind, I'm going to end up overstepping my ability. When your ability is trying to step out of the past, it's literally trying to step forward and out of who you were told you had to be. Right? So let me give you another example, because we do this not only with our emotional, we do this with our mental, we do this with our physical as well. I've never been able to do a 5K run, and well, if you don't ever try, you never will, and that's for me. Right? So I've never been able to do those type of workouts before. Yeah, and if you don't start now, you never will. You'll be saying you never been able to do it for another 20 years or so, right? Or I've never been able to write a book. I've never been good at those things, No, you weren't good at those things in the past. Don't allow your present to repeat what you have been told or what you may have told yourself in the past, okay? It is time to move forward. It is time to let those things go. First thing, make you a list of all the narratives, the past narratives that you are stuck on, that are keeping you stuck. And one by one, do something against that list. So, for example, if I have 5 narratives that I've told myself or that have been told to me in the past, that I'm going to do the exact opposite of those things just to remind myself that I am in the present. That happened years ago. That is in the past. I'm not going to allow that to define me for the rest of my natural born life. Right? So I want to encourage you all to do that same thing. Stop remaining stuck in what someone told you or what you told yourself, whether it's good or bad. You know, you see people who have been told such great things about themselves in the past, and they're constantly replaying that mindset where they're actually stagnant and they're not growing. And people will say, you know, that person peaked 10 years ago and they're still reliving their glory days as if they don't have umpteen more years to do more of that wonderful stuff that they've already done. They don't have to stop there. So it goes both ways, whether it's positive or negative. Don't be stagnant. Don't be stuck in time. You know, appreciate your past for what it is and what it was meant to show you. But it's time. Okay? It's time now. Move into who you are today and now. Well, I'm going to let that be the end, y'all. See, I'm getting close to 7 minutes. So I love you all. Have a great day. Bye, Trailblazers. See you later.